This is the ETBU Sportsnet. I'm Mark T. Robinson here with head women's soccer coach Erik Solberg. Coach, you guys were on the road this weekend, and just kind of recap the two conference matches for me.
Absolutely. So we started with McMurray on Thursday, and we were able to come away with a 1-0 win, and then fell at HardinSimmons 6-1 on Saturday, the number 5 team in the country, and they'll probably move up from there. But, I think one thing that people not associated with college athletics really may not understand is just how difficult it is to go on the road and win conference games. It's a long bus trip out there. Wednesday, it was hot. We were playing artificial turf. Thursday, no excuses. We didn't play our best soccer, but I think it really showed the resolve that our team has to come away with the 3 points and get the victory. Heather Brady did a nice job to earn herself a penalty kick, and she slotted it away in the first half to kind of give us a 1-0 advantage. And then we had several opportunities from different players to add to that, from set pieces, from 1v1 situations, and we just were unable to capitalize. Made the second half a little bit more hectic than we wanted it to be. We did definitely show our dominance in the last 30 minutes, I think. We really started playing our kind of soccer. It just took us a while to get there, and unable to find the back of the net after that. But we did a really good job to earn our second consecutive clean sheet and second shutout on the season. I thought that was really well-deserved. We took care of business from a defensive standpoint, but we do need to get better and learn to play on the road and under some adverse conditions, but also just control what we can control. And I'm not sure we did that as well as we could have. McMurray's a tough matchup for us. Their team we only beat 1-0 last year, despite out shooting them 28-1. Scoreline was pretty, or the shot line was pretty lopsided again this year, and it was again same score. But at the end of the day, 3 points counts as 3 points, and we're definitely glad we have it and put it away. HardinSimmons was a difficult matchup for us on Saturday, the number 5 team in the country, and as I alluded to, they'll probably move up from there. We came out and played well. They were given a penalty kick that I felt was pretty unjust in the early going and took a 1-0 lead, but we responded 5 minutes later with a goal of our own. Kibriana Bonner hit a nice ball into the area, and Ashley Rondon headed it home for an equalizer. It's only the second time they've been scored on all year, the only first half goal they've given up all year. So it was good to be in the match for a little bit. I thought the first 25 to 30 minutes we played really, really well, and there was a spell of about 5 to 10 minutes I think we wish we could have back there to close out the first half, and we ended up, if we could have got a locker room down 2-1, 3-1, it would have been okay, but it ended up being 4-1. And second half, we tried some different things and just weren't able to really kind of get our hold on the game. We did have a couple more shots and a couple more opportunities on the counterattack, and we've got to learn to shoot the ball a little bit earlier and make more of our chances. That's been kind of the recurring theme for us, but definitely a great learning experience. HardinSimmons is the class of this league. I think if they can stay healthy, they'll be in contention to win a national championship. And, we'd like to see them again. We'd like to learn and improve, and I think we could give them all they can handle if we get another chance to play them.
Okay, and I was actually looking at something pretty interesting just before today. You guys have held opponents scoreless for 207 consecutive minutes, I want to say. So are you – just kind of talk about that a little bit. Are you kind of very, very happy about what the defense has been doing so far this year?
Yeah, I think going into the HardinSimmons game, 207 minutes of scoreless streak, UMHB, McMurray, and then the last little bit of Concordia. And then you even look further than that. I mean, the 3 goals we gave up, the goal against Alcorn, the goal against Dallas, the goal against Concordia were all penalty kicks. And the first goal we gave to HardinSimmons is a penalty kick. And, I think 3 out of the 4 are pretty undeserved, to be honest. And there's been some spotty things happening. Unfortunately, we've been on the wrong end of it. But I will say, that's a tremendous effort. We were talking about that on Saturday in preparation for HardinSimmons. I mean, the last 3 goals we had given up were all penalty kicks, and we'd gone 2 games without giving up one. So I'm definitely proud of how our defense is playing. We're getting great goalkeeping out of Claire Montadon, great backline play out of Megan Friend and Kibriana Bonner. We're getting a lot of contribution on the outside. Christy Friend, Emily Laxon, Kennedy Voldan, Bailey Gow, all doing their part. So doing a really good job. And I think it also helps with our defensive mids are playing well. When our midfield wins balls and controls the game, it really helps us out. And obviously when we're putting away chances, that's important too. But really proud of how our defense has played. Obviously Saturday was a little bit of a reality check of how much we need to clean up. But, we've got 2 more matches this week, and our goal is to get 2 more shutouts, and we're definitely a good enough team to accomplish that.
Okay, and just really quickly in the match against HardinSimmons specifically, what was the most challenging aspect? Was it their offense, or was it kind of their defense for the most part?
I think it's both. I think they're a complete team. You don't find a ton of complete teams at this level. You find teams with special players here and there, and I think we're becoming a complete team more so than we were last year. But the thing about HardinSimmons is that they're going to I think they scored the first 3 shots of the game, and we scored our first shot of the game. And the first 4 shots of the game, I think, all went in the back of the net. But that just shows their quality. I mean, we made a bad clearance. They punished us. They're scoring goals that other teams, wouldn't score. They've got Cammie Jones, who's the reigning offensive player of the year in our conference, is terrific. But they've got a great defensive line that loves to get forward, that defends resolutely. I do think their defense is vulnerable. Obviously, we proved that by scoring a goal. But, yeah, I mean, they're a complete team, 1 through 11, 1 through 15, 16. They've got a lot of players that contribute and definitely are very high quality. So I think just the fact that they're very disciplined and they're a hardworking, complete team is the biggest challenge about playing them. Again, we're not afraid if we draw them again in the conference tournament, and hopefully, we're seeing them in the second round or the final. But, we are... they're definitely a complete team. We got nothing but respect for them, and they've won this league 14 years in a row for a reason. And, I know Marcus Wood out there is trying to add to that this season. And, again, they're as good as they've been in a while this year. I think they really have a chance to contend for a national title if they can stay healthy and if somebody in our conference doesn't knock them off. I think our conference is very tough. It's deeper than it's been, and, that really shows. I mean, even McMurray the other day, we only come away with a 1-0 win. Well, they take Laterno to overtime. Laterno comes out with a win. So everybody's getting better in our conference, and there's no really days off for us.
Okay, and my last question is, what are you guys going to do here? You guys are leaving early tomorrow for a match. What do you guys need to do to ensure that you come away with a victory? What are the things you want to kind of clean up?
Yeah, so we get Millsaps tomorrow and then back into conference Saturday against Sul Ross. I mean, tomorrow the first thing is we just got to play our soccer. We're going to be on turf again. It's going to be warm again. We're going to Jackson, Mississippi. It'll be 89, 90 degrees when we kick off. It's artificial turf, so it makes the ball bounce a little bit more. We just got to play our soccer, establish possession early, and just play our game, and that really comes from defending disciplinedly and attacking purposefully. Defensively, our goal tomorrow is a clean sheet, no question about it. They've only scored 1 goal on the season. They're looking for their first win, so we know they're going to be hungry, but we also expect that with our quality that we have, we can get after them right away, and that really comes from us finishing our chances. We know we're going to create opportunities, but we've got to put them in the back of the net, give our defense a little bit of a break in that regard, and then also just put away opponents. We can't let teams that are maybe even beneath us or at our level stick around in games that we create opportunities and should win. And then moving into Saturday against Sul Ross, back into conference, they're a dangerous team. We get them here at home. It's a big game for us. It's a big day here on campus. A lot of things going on, but we need to come away from that match with 3 points. And really excited, but it starts the same way. Looking for a clean sheet, looking for a shutout, defending resolutely, but also putting away our chances. If we put away our chances, we're going to have a lot of success this season.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. This has been ETBU Sportsnet.
Thanks.